Today I'm going to be talking about 4 composition tips that you should try that would definitely 100% improve your street photography. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, my name's Tom. I'm a street photographer from Manchester. On the channel we talk all things photography. I share tips, tricks, POV videos, all that kind of stuff. But before we kick off, smash that like button. It helps me, helps the channel, and is massively appreciated. Composition tip number 1 is the rule of thirds. Now I'm sure everyone has heard this before, but lining up your subject at any of these points is a very quick and easy way of making a strong composition. Why is that? Well, the human eye naturally scans an image that way, so putting a subject at any of these points will create a more balanced and dynamic visual experience. Composition tip number 2 is layering. Now this is where you have multiple layers to a photo in the same frame. So you got the foreground, which is everything closest to the camera, and the background, which is the furthest away from the camera. And there's all the bits in between. Next time you're out and about, try taking a photo with something in the foreground and something in the background to add some layers. Take this photo for example. The aeroplane is the main subject, but the people in the frame create the layers, guiding your eyes through the image. Composition tip number 3 is balance. Now this is all about filling in the gaps or working a scene until you feel like you've got the right composition. So for example, take this photo I took at St Anne's Pier a couple of weeks back. First photo I took, the man looked really small, and I want to show how big the pier is in the vast amount of space on the beach. But it didn't work with him in that part of the image. So I waited a couple of seconds, I waited for him to come a little bit closer and walk between these 2 pillars. And with the man there, I was able to fill in the rest of the gaps in the picture, creating a more balanced image. This one, it's just a case of moving the camera around and just doing what's best for you. But a lot of the time, it is waiting for someone to actually walk into the frame, especially in street photography anyway. Composition tip number 4 is leading lines. All you have to do is search street photography on Instagram and you'll see loads of photos that have this composition. Go on, do it now, give it a quick search. From using markings on a road, railings, a path, whatever. As long as it's a line leading to a point of interest, you've got a leading lines composition. Like this one for example. I was in an indoor market and this lady was walking off in the distance, and I noticed that the clothes on the wall on either side created some leading lines along with the space of where she was walking. Once you get used to trying out these compositions, you'll start seeing them everywhere. On TV, movies, film, in other people's work, and then something just clicks in your brain and all of a sudden, you're naturally doing it, and that's the point where you want to get to. If you've made it this far and you've still not hit that like button yet, then make sure you do it now because it helps me out, it helps the channel out, and it's just a nice thing to do. But in all seriousness, thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with everything I'm doing on here. Peace out, see you in the next one.